Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, Coach E from Maryland. If you're just joining this platform, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe so that you can be in the know when my videos drop. As you already know, for those of you that know, it's your girl from Maryland, and I am going to be discussing with you today the things that you need to know, how you can successfully prep, and what to expect when you are planning for your mock competency examination. But before I proceed, I would like to break some certain things so that you can have a clear understanding. We have the Department of Transportation and the non-Department of Transportation. That's the DOT. The DOT, the Department of Transportation, regulates this examination. As a result of their regulation, part of their requirement is for us to be able to show competency in the mock. So as a student, when you are planning to take your mock, before you even get to the mock part, you do have to know some certain things. The first and foremost thing that I want you to be able to do, you should do, is that you want to carefully select your trainer. You want to make sure that you source for a trainer that is competent, that will teach you how to do your mock, the things to expect in the mock. You have to be mindful that DOT is a regulated examination or drug test. So we have to follow some certain guidelines, some certain regulations, some certain things protocol. So in your training, you want to make sure that it covers all the regulation. This regulation is tagged CFR 49 Part 40. So your trainer should be responsible for giving you all the full details, so that by the time you start your business, you can understand and walk in with confidence on how to successfully do drug testing. Once you've been able to take care of that business, aka finding you a good trainer, you want to make sure that you take the training. The training can be in an online format or in person, right? In that training, your trainer should be teaching you how the 5 scenarios. After the 5 scenarios, the trainer should also be able to teach you some problems that may occur, some fatal flaws that may occur, some errors that may occur, and all that. But most importantly, at the end, DOT wants you to be able to show competency in doing mock scenarios. We have 5 mocks. So as a student, once you carefully select your trainer, you take your training. Before your mock, you're going to be getting the CCF forms. That's the chain of custody. You should have access to that form days before your mock day, on the day before the mock, so that you can be able to look into that paperwork and know how to complete it correctly. It is important. One of the flaws is that if you don't have your forms completed, either you're omitting signatures, you're omitting the names, you're not putting some certain things, you're not checking out some things, those are considered fatal flaw. And your testing or your test might be rejected by the lab. So you want to make sure that you know how to complete that CCF forms. Part of the supplies is also the cups. Your trainer should be giving you some cups to use for your training. I'm going to be looking down in my phone because I took some notes for you guys. So let me say one of the notes here. Yeah. Your trainer, like I said, should be able to break down the CFR and be able to explain each scenario to you guys. Let's talk about scenarios a little bit here. We have the uneventful. That's the situation where there isn't any problem, meaning that your client comes in or your donor comes in, they give you the specimen, they give you enough, everything was good. We also have a situation where the temperature is out of range. That's when the temperature is too hot or is too cold. We also have the situations where you have to directly observe your patient or the donor. In that situation, we talk about gender to gender, all that type of situation. We also want to talk about the shy bladder. That's the 4th scenario. Shy bladder is when your client comes in and they don't have enough urine to give to you. You have to troubleshoot all that process. You also want to know a situation where someone refuses to sign your document. What do you do? What to expect and how to troubleshoot that. So your trainer should be able to give you an overview of this. All right, guys. So on the mock day, it depends on the style of your trainer. You can do that also in person or over the video. They must be able to watch you. Per DOT regulation, DOT wants you to be able to do all those 5 scenarios that I just mentioned successfully. Explain the details. We're not training today, guys. I'm not going to be able to give you all the scenarios. I have videos that I have gone over each scenario. You may want to look back in these videos on the videos, but this particular video is to give you and to help you prepare successfully for mock day. Okay, so on the mock day, you should have your CCF forms. It can be mailed to you. You can print it off the line. For my training format, I have it on my online training. If you take my online training, you have access to the training. There is a form section in the training. You can download all the forms that you need. We have the CCF forms in there. We have the shy bladder log. We have the Q&S form. We have water log. There are so many forms that I need for my student to have before mock day. All right. Now, before mock, you want to continue to practice. I strongly recommend you practice with someone, so that way you are versatile, you are knowledgeable, and you are getting more confidence before your mock day. Depending on your trainer, some trainers need thorough information. Some are only looking for what you have. I mean, as far as how you can successfully deliver all these things. Okay, so once you, on that mock day, once you have all of your forms, all of your cups, your supply should be your gloves. You need the cup, right? The split cup for the DOT. Only DOT is required for mock. If non-DOT, you don't need mock because it's not regulated. But all the time we say when you're doing DOT, we ask that you do all of your drug testing as though it's a DOT drug test. So that way you're doing everything correctly. It's a regulated test, so we have to do it in a certain way. DOT drug test is also a lab-based drug test, meaning that you can't do the DOT drug test and do it in-house like a rapid test. You do have to send it to the lab so that your MRO can review the results and all that, and also report back to the clearinghouse. But we're going to stay in our lane on today's topic. So for you to prep for mock, you want your forms, you want the training. Now, and on the day of training, on the mock day, you want to start to you want to be able to deliver and present. After your presentation, your instructor should be able to let you know if you pass or not. In our own word, everybody is successful. Everybody passes, because not just because we want to pass students, but because we have fully prepared them to be successful. All right. So whatever you learn, you carry on with you and you apply those in your day-to-day operation. All right. And after your completion of the mock, you should be getting a certification. Your certificate should be good for 5 years. After 5 years, you want to come back and renew. You want to do a refresher training. I'm going to go off track a little bit here, guys. For DOT, in order for you to be competent, to be a successful collector, you do have to show competency. Now, per the CFR 4940, DOT wants us to let's switch gear a little bit. I was actually going to talk about the trainer. Some people have reached out and they are interested in becoming a trainer. DOT says you must be doing drug tests for about a year, or you can take the trainer course. So say, for example, you did DOT drug test today and you become qualified. You must take train the trainer A trainer must train you and you must train the trainer back so that way you have your certification. Or you as a DOT specimen collector you must have been doing drug tests for about a year without any error. So guys, be very mindful. There are so many errors. I also offer the error training. There's a lot of people, they have errors. They need to go back and fix the error. So the lab is going to write back to you and say you have an error. Based on the error that you have, the trainer must retrain you and also give you an uneventful training. So error training is a little bit different. But I don't want you guys to miss out on today's topic. It's solely, if you have any question, go ahead and drop in the comments and I will review those. We might be bringing this series back, but this is just the first episode. So that way, at least people are beginning to gravitate towards this and start to have an idea of the things. As you can see, I have everywhere sparingly scattered topic, but let's quickly do some sort of recap here. To successfully plan for mock, or what to do and what to expect. So the things that you need to do the first thing is that you want to select your trainer. You want to make sure that you have a trainer that is competent. Let them teach you on, if not anything, on how to do the 5 scenarios. We already talked about the 5 scenarios. Like I said, you can go back to some of the videos that I've shot and take a look at them. Once you have the 5 scenarios, your trainer should be giving you the CCF forms. You can make copies, and also you need cups for your competency examination. You want to be able to do your split collection. Split collection is you asking your donor for enough specimen, which is 45 mLs. Once they give you the specimen, you're gonna split them into cups. So DOT mock always got to be split cups. So you get your cups, you get your bluing tablet, you make sure you have your gloves. You have to do all these things as though you are doing a real drug test, even though this is mock. So that way, when you walk into your business, when you open your door for business, you are ready and you understand what is required of you to do. Don't do and don't make an assumption. Don't make mistakes once you start this drug testing, because by the time you start to assume and you're not sure and you're not confident, your test might be rejected. We have a lot of times their tests have been canceled, have been rejected. So make sure you know how to do these things and what to do. So those are the things that you need to do. And what to expect is that your trainer should, give you the mock. Make sure that you're confident, make sure that you're ready to go, and let them allow you to do your mock at your pace and at your style. You have to pay for supplies, or it comes with your old package. Like I said, it depends on the trainer's style. They have their style, they know what they are looking for, but at the end of the day, you want to also get your certificate of completion. And on that certificate, it should say you have been able to show competency in 5 free error mock. Okay, so that's how your certification should be awarded. And if you're interested in training the trainer, you should wait at least a year before you start to train others, because that way you must have acquired a lot of knowledge and you must have seen different experiences or different situations that may have occurred. All right, or you go to a trainer to train you and you train the trainer, then you can start to train. We have some exceptions, like some people are they're fast learner, they have passion in teaching and all that. So once you're a trainer and you're a DOT collector, you've understood the knowledge, you've understood the content, you can start to train. But guys, it's very easy. Even when you want to become a trainer, all you have to do is go back to the regulation, that's the CFR 4940, and digest and read everything. But like I said, when you come to class for train the trainer, there are some things and topics that we go over and how we can equip you to become a successful trainer. All right, I hope this video has been helpful. go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and drop all of your comments. I am going to be checking on them and I'm going to be addressing them as they come. I know this is a controversial issue. This might be it's new to some people, and it's gonna be new because you haven't done math before. So I hope this video is a little bit helpful. And if you have questions, just drop them and we'll continue to review them together. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe because I will be back and I'll be offering more insights on the things that happen on the other side, which is the industry. Don't forget to also look into DNA testing. That's another major money maker in the industry, most especially immigration, most especially ancestry, most especially non-invasive pregnancy tests, most especially gender. All right. In my upcoming videos, I would like to discuss like the niches that how you can fit and structure your business. Sometimes some people want to do everything. I'm a believer of a jack of all trade is a master or none. You don't want to do everything, but you want to do the things that are look-alike. For example, let's quickly talk about look-alike. Look-alike is you're doing drug test, you're doing ink fingerprints, you're doing background check, you're doing I-9. All those falls under pre-employment. You can cater to business and have contracts that way and be a one-stop shop. By the time you start to move here and there, from drug test to COVID testing, then you're leaving pre-employment into clinical. So make it a look-alike and let it make sense. But I'm gonna be back to discuss more on make it make sense or look-alike and all that. So this is how we get inspirations on videos to shoot and all that. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.